Welcome to Q Said What, where I talk about things I saw on the internet and I let it bother me to the point where I want to make a video about it. I'm seeing a trend online where men are blaming women for gender wars, as if women woke up one day and decided to start a battle. But here's the truth, and it's simple. Women didn't suddenly change. Men's expectations did. Conflict isn't coming from women gaining rights. It's coming from people who don't like that shift. So today we're going to break this all the way down with facts, with history, with actual data, and our vibes and opinions. Let's start with the basics. Women are more independent now, and men mistake their independence for hostility. Fact. Women marry later now. The average marriage age for women is around 28 to 29, and not because women hate relationships, but because they want financial security first. Fact. Women don't need marriage to survive anymore. Boo-hoo, they hate it. Women make up more than half of college graduates. Translation, women can't support themselves, and some men see that as a threat. I don't know why. Fact, women initiate 70% of divorces. Not because they hate men, but because the emotional labor is imbalanced, the communication is missing, the support isn't there. Men call that war. Women call it not being miserable for 50 years. A huge Psychology Today study showed women now prefer men who are emotionally mature, accountable, empathetic, communicative. Meanwhile, over 60% of men say they have no friends. That's called the male loneliness epidemic. Instead of confronting that, some men blame women for having standards. But here's the irony. Women's standards haven't changed since the 1950s. Women have always wanted respect, stability, and emotional safety. It's just the dating culture changed, effort dropped, accountability dropped, consistency dropped. Women didn't change, the behavior did. It seems the gender war backlash only happens when women gain freedom. This is deeply researched in Gender and Society, American Sociological Review, UN Gender Studies. It seems that every time women gain economic power, bodily autonomy, education, political power, dating choices, there's backlash. Not because women are harming men, but because equality changes traditional male entitlement, control, roles that benefited men, expectations that women must be dependent. The war is actually resistance to women having option, which we knew. Social media didn't create misogyny, it exposed it. A lot of men say the women on TikTok, Instagram Reels started this. No. Social media gave them a platform to finally say, I want better, I'm not tolerating that, my standards matter, I'm walking away from unhealthy relationships. And suddenly that's seen as an attack. Also, misogynistic creators Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit gained millions of followers, mostly from men. Women didn't start gender wars. Some men built an entire audience off of antagonizing women. I probably should have left this part out, but I'm gonna say it. Why women say men ain't shit. Let's get into the part men hate hearing, but data supports it. Is it wrong to generalize? Yes. But generalizations don't come from imagination. They come from patterns. Fact, men commit the majority of interpersonal violence. The FBI and DOJ data says that men commit 80 to 90% of violent crimes, 90% of murders, 95% of sexual violence, most domestic violence, most intimate partner homicide. The history didn't come from nowhere. Fact, historically, men cheated more. Men 20 to 25%, women 10 to 15%. Women only recently gained the freedom to leave. That's why it looked so equal. Fact, patriarchy protected male misbehavior. For centuries, men cheated openly, controlled finances, controlled women's mobility, controlled reproduction, hit wives legally in certain eras, kept mistresses, faced zero consequences. Women didn't make up the stereotype. Men inherited it. Fact, women are vocal now because they finally can be. Women now have legal rights, education, platforms, financial independence, therapy, language for emotional abuse. They're not becoming hateful, they're becoming honest. When women say men ain't shit, it's shorthand for I've seen enough patterns to be cautious. But men generalize too. They say women want money, women only date tall men, women pick bad boys, women are gold diggers, yet only women get punished for generalizing. Why? Do I really have the answer? Because women's generalizations are backed by history and statistics, not insecurity. Women gaining autonomy is not aggression. Women wanting boundaries is not hostility. Women not tolerating disrespect is not war. Women avoiding unhealthy men is not an attack. The gender war only feels like a war to people who benefited from women having fewer options. If men want women to stop generalizing, then men have to stop pretending the pattern doesn't exist. If you made it this far, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, respectfully. And if you want a part 2, I've got plenty more to say.